Hi, my name is Aansh Ladha. Today we're going to be talking about investment programs. As you know it, the world economy is on a drastic roller coaster. It goes up and down and up and down. And some of the problems of that are real money is starting to vanish. And no investor would want to see their money vanish into an economic black hole. So here are some options you might consider for future investors. First of all, stocks. What are stocks? Stocks are a share of a business. It's almost like you own part of the business. Investors hope whenever they buy some stocks, they hope that the company will prosper, and whenever they sell the stocks, they'll earn money. Now, stocks are extremely risky. That's why not everyone does stocks. Some people who do not like to attempt risks would like to try some other different things like fixed deposits. Let me tell you why it's so risky, because you can have a loss or a profit, okay? Now let me explain you first about losses. There are two different types of losses. First loss, unrealized losses. Secondly, realized loss. What is an unrealized loss? An unrealized loss is whenever you're at a loss, but you haven't sold the stocks yet in this example, okay? A realized loss is whenever you're at a loss, but you sell it, so you physically lose money. Let's go with some examples. Suppose you bought some stocks at $1,000, okay? 1 month later, it's at $100, and you get so frantic and you sell it off, okay? Well, you're right now at a realized loss because you have physically lost money. However, in a different scenario, if you had $1,000, you bought it and then it's right now at $100, and you hadn't sold the stocks, well, you would have an unrealized loss. On paper, it would say you have lost money. However, you physically don't lose money until you sell it. When you sell it, you might get a profit or get a loss. Now, let's move on to mutual funds. What are mutual funds? Well, mutual funds are similar to stocks. Well, then let me tell you what a mutual fund is. Mutual funds, think of them as baskets of different types of stocks. You might be thinking, well, are there like another type of stock and another type of stock? Well, they're similar to them. The baskets, think of the baskets as different groups, okay? You can have a group of health stocks, a group of financial stocks, okay? And many other different types of stocks groups. Those are called mutual funds. Also, mutual funds can only be bought or sold at the end of the day. You might be thinking, well, then how can I sell it throughout the day? Well, those are ETFs. ETFs, you can trade them from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, okay? Move on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of the world's most top cryptocurrencies available to buy, sell, and trade. Okay? Well, you know cryptocurrency, right? It's available 24/7, 365. So it brings more risks than stock markets. Stock market is only open to 4 p.m. Eastern. It will not go ahead 4 p.m. Eastern, no matter what. Okay? So that brings more time in cryptocurrency time to buy, sell, and trade. You might be thinking, well, how do they find out the numbers? Let's take an example. How do they find out the numbers for Bitcoin, okay? Well, think of it as this. When there's more supply and less demand, the prices will decrease automatically. right? Right. But whenever there's low supply and higher demand, the prices are going to increase because more people are trying to buy it. So the prices, that's why Bitcoin is really high and really expensive. Let's move on to Certificate of Deposit, commonly known as CD, in other countries, fixed deposit. What is a CD? Okay, CD is where you lock some amount of money in other financial areas and you don't touch it for a year or two, okay? Those people will give you money for investing in their financial area, like banks. They'll give you money, interest, okay? Similar to that, government deposit, okay? Let me tell you something, a similarity from a government deposit and a CD. Both of them are very less risks. There's extremely barely risks because the money is gonna stay fixed no matter what the market is. Let's move on to government deposit, okay? What is government deposit? Government deposit is similar to CD, but you go work, you deposit some money to the government security, and they will give you interest. Okay? In conclusion, we have talked about what is stock market, about losses, the different types of losses, mutual funds, ETFs, CDs, commonly known as certificate deposits, cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, government deposits. Also know this, no good investor is brought up and born overnight. It takes time, practice, and patience. And those are the bosses, but people who do not have patience and not willing to wait, well, they're not gonna really be doing so good. That concludes our discussion. If you enjoyed my video, please like, share, and subscribe. For more information, please visit www.MoonshotJr.com. Thank you.